Let's go, August! Hey guys, welcome back. It's that time again. It is August and it is time for our Book of the Month picks for this month. So August is my birthday month. So I get a free credit because I'm a BFF and you get a free credit for your birthday month. So I am hoping that there are some really awesome picks for me to pick from because I have to get a main pick so that I can get something as an add-on. So let's just take a look. Okay. Romance is my favorite and it's my birthday month, so that's perfect. So I already know just looking at this right off the bat, I already know I'm getting this. This is going to be my main pick. I don't know what's going to be my add-on yet, but I am one of those people that loved Red, White, and Royal Blue. So the pairing by the same author, I'm going to love it, I'm sure. So repeat author. What could be more delicious than exes on a food and wine tour and failing to prove that they're over each other? 400 plus pages. Kind of surprised by that. Multiple viewpoints, LGBTQ plus themes, and extra spicy. Love that. Theo and Kit have been a lot of things. Childhood best friends, crushes, in love, now estranged exes. After a brutal breakup on their flight to their dream European food and wine tour, they exited each other's lives once and for all. Time apart has done them good. Theo found confidence as a hustling bartender by night, aspiring sommelier by day, a long roster of casual lovers. Kit, who never returned to America, graduated as the reigning sex god of his pastry school class, and now bakes at one of the finest restaurants in Paris. Sure, nothing really compares to what they had, and life stretches out long and lonely ahead of them, but yeah, it's in the past. I love that. I love how the one's like, I've had lots of lovers, and the other one is like, I'm the reigning sex god. No wonder it's extra spicy. All that remains is the unused voucher for the European tour that never happened. Good for 48 months after its original date, about to expire. 4 years later, seems like a great idea to finally take the trip. Solo. Separately. Not until they board the tour bus that they discover they both accidentally had the same idea. Now they're both trapped with each other for 3 weeks of stunning views, luscious flavors, in the most romantic cities of France, Spain, and Italy. It's fine. There's nothing left between them. So much nothing that when Theo suggests a friendly wager to see who can sleep with their hot Italian tour guide first, Kit is totally game. Why stop there? Why not a full-on European hookup competition? I love it. It sounds wild and fun, and I am here for it. Coming out August 6th. Oh, 432 pages. Okay, so it's not that much over 400 pages. I can live with that. Yeah, no, I love it. I'm into it. Like mother, like daughter. When her mother abruptly goes missing, a college student must quickly piece together the mystery left in her wake. Multiple viewpoints, non-linear timeline, mama drama, and New York City. Cleo, a student at NYU, arrived late for dinner at her childhood home in Brooklyn. She finds food burning in the oven, no sign of her mother, Kat. Then Theo discovers that her mother's bloody shoe under the sofa. Oh God, something terrible has happened. Yeah. But what? The polar opposites of Cleo, whose out-of-control emotions and unsafe behavior have created a seemingly unbridgeable rift between mother and daughter. Kat is the essence of Park Slope perfection. Happily married, successful corporate lawyer. Or so Theo thinks. Kat has been lying. She's not just a lawyer, she's her firm's fixer. Oh. She's damn good at it, too. Growing up in a dangerous group home taught her to think fast, stay calm under pressure, and recognize a real threat when she sees one. And in the days leading up to her disappearance, Kat has become aware of multiple threats. Demands for money from her unfaithful, soon-to-be ex-husband. Evidence that Cleo has slipped back into a relationship that's far riskier than she understands. And menacing anonymous messages from her past, all of which she's keeping hidden from Cleo. Sounds like a nice classic thriller. 320 pages, came out July 30th. Okay, Hera. So the thing is, I love the book Ariadne. Just do. I have not read any other of Jennifer Saint's retellings. Kind of gotten a bit out of the retelling phase. So unsure about this one. In this epic Greek retelling that interrogates power and patriarchy, an often maligned goddess is recast in a new light. Emotional, feminist, salacious, based on a classic. Book contains scenes that depict sexual assaults. Even the gods must have their queen. When the immortal goddess Hera and her brother Zeus overthrow their father, she dreams of ruling at his side. But as they establish their reign on Mount Olympus, Hera begins to see that Zeus is just as ruthless and cruel as the father they betrayed. While Zeus ascends, Hera is moved into the role of wife and mother, a role she never wanted. She was always born to rule, but must she lose herself in this cycle of violence and cruelty? Or can she find a way to forge a better world? Like I said, I've been kind of out of retellings a little bit. So this one would probably be a library read for me if I were to ever get around to it. But 400 pages, coming out August 13th. 2 more. The Wedding People. I like that cover. Contemporary fiction. If you ever found yourself crying on the dance floor at someone else's wedding, this one's for you. Cheers. Emotional, non-linear timeline, marriage issues, and wedding. It's a beautiful day in Newport, Rhode Island when Phoebe Stone arrives at Grand Cornwall Inn wearing a green dress and gold heels. Not a bag in sight. Alone. She's immediately mistaken by everybody in the lobby for one of the wedding people, but she's actually the only guest at Cornwall who isn't there for the big event. Phoebe is here because she's dreamed of coming for years. She hoped to shuck oysters, take sunset sails with her husband, only now she's here without him, at rock bottom, determined to have one last decent splurge on herself. Meanwhile, the bride has accounted for every detail and every possible disaster the weekend might yield, except for Phoebe and Phoebe's plan, which makes it that much more surprising when the two women can't stop confiding in each other. 4.38 so far. It says it's a romance, a fiction romance. So I wonder, does she meet a new, like, I'm assuming her and her husband are divorcing. Does she meet someone new on this trip? Is that why it's a romance? I'm curious. 384 pages, and then also came out July 30th. Last one. 5-Star Stranger. I've not heard of this. Oh, it's a debut. Literary fiction. This exploration of loneliness, connection, and the gig economy follows everyday life for stranger for hire. Psychological, sad. This is a weird mix. Psychological, sad, unreliable narrator, and salacious. That's a weird mix. Okay. Would you hire someone to be the best man at your wedding? Your stand-in brother? Your husband? In an age where online ratings are all powerful, 5-Star Stranger follows the adventures of a top-rated man on the Rental Stranger app, a place where users can hire a pretend fiancé, a wingman, or an extra mourner for a funeral. Referred only as the stranger, the narrator navigates New York City under the guise of characters he plays, always maintaining a professional distance from his clients. But when a nosy patron threatens to upend his long-term role as father to a young girl, Stranger begins to reckon with his attachment to this pretend daughter, her mother, and his own fraught past. Now he must confront the boundaries he has drawn and explore the legacy of abandonment that shaped his life. 5-Star Stranger is a strikingly vivid novel about the commodification of relationships in a gig economy, isolation in a hyper-connected world, and the risk of asking for what we want from those who cannot give. It's a story of a man who finds out who he is by being anyone but himself. I've been kind of digging these like futuristic type novels, which is kind of like what this makes me think of. It's not really saying it's like a dystopia type novel, but it kind of makes me think of like Annie Bot a little bit. That was a book of the month pick however many months ago. I read that from the library and it was good, but it kind of feels like it's like this world, but it's like a step farther, you know? 3.83, 240 pages, coming out August 6th. I'm kind of surprised we don't have any like early releases or anything that's coming out like near the end of August. Everything is very like beginning of August-esque / end of July. Kind of surprised by that. I'm definitely getting the pairing. I think that sounds super fun. But I also do have my birthday credit add-on. So I get one add-on. I'm gonna take a look at the new and recent add-ons, here and see if any of these look good to add on to my box. If they don't, I might have to do a little bit more research and see if there's any books from like past months that look good, but I'm not wasting my credit. So I will find something to add to my box. Let's see here. So A Sorceress Comes to Call. I'm actually getting that in a book box that is coming soon, so I won't be getting that. I know that this one is a romance. The premise seems wild. She goes to her ex's funeral and meets someone, basically. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would potentially get this one, but I just bought it from Barnes & Noble, so don't need to buy that one. And then this one I did get from my library, so I did read this one. It was good. It wasn't my favorite. It was different. I didn't love the main character, but it was okay. So to be determined on what the second book is going to be in this box. Not sure yet. So I'm definitely getting the pairing. I'm really excited about that one. I do need to figure out my second book for my birthday credit. So help me out in the comments below. Let me know what you're getting. Let me know what sounds good. Whatever the case may be, help me. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.